So, my lovelies, we're going to begin by lying on the floor on our backs, please. You're on your bed, darling. Good boy. And we'll bend our knees. Take your feet quite wide, wider than your hips, and let your knees just gently drop in towards each other. And just take one hand to your belly and one hand to your heart space. And we'll drop into the breath. Beginning just to deepen the in-breath. Slow down the out-breath. Taking a lovely deep breath in. And breathing out and gently rolling the chin towards the right shoulder. Inhaling back to the middle. And breathing out, chin towards the left shoulder. Inhaling center. Breathing out and looking to the right. Breathing into the center. And breathing out and looking to the left. And inhaling gently back to the middle. Clasp your fingers together and turn your palms away from you. Inhale and reach the arms up towards the sky, palms facing away. And exhale and stretch the arms back behind you. Take a deep breath in. And breathe out, slide your heels away from you, straighten your legs and exhale and give the whole of your body a lovely stretch. And relax here. Take hold of the opposite elbow with each hand so that your head is resting in a frame of arms now. You're going to walk your heels over to the right-hand side of your mat and pick up your upper body and walk your upper body over to the right-hand side of your mat. So that if we were to look at you from the ceiling, you'd look like a banana on your mat, bottom in the center of the mat, elbows and heels towards the right-hand side. And just pause here and just allow the body to adjust, the left-hand side of the body to just gently stretch out. And stay mindful of your breath. And then you're going to inhale and just walk your feet and your head back to the center. Take a breath in. And breathe out and walk your head over to the left-hand side of your mat and your heels over to the left-hand side of the mat. And just let the right-hand side of your body lengthen. Letting your arms feel heavy on the floor. Gently reaching a little bit further away, maybe through your right foot. And then let's just gently inhale and walk ourselves back to the middle. Releasing the hands and hugging the knees up towards your chest. And maybe just making some little circles, some little movements with your knees. Honoring any little movements that the body's thinking about right now or suggesting to you. If you're doing circles, then maybe go the other way for a moment. And then let's just pause in the center and bring your arms beside your body with your palms facing down. Press your lower back into the mat. Let your head feel heavy on the earth. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, you're going to slowly take your toes down to touch the floor behind your bottom, keeping the lower back pressing gently to the earth. Inhaling, the knees come gently back into the center. And exhaling slowly down. Well done. And just gently moving on your breath. Have you got volume issues, Katrina? And those of you with a strong middle, as the middle begins to warm up, you could have your heels a little bit further away from your bottom, but try to keep the lower back gently pressing into the earth. And then next time you find yourself with the knees above the hips, pause and extend your legs away from you. You're going to bring your hands behind your head and let your head feel heavy in your hands. Point your toes. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, the right leg goes away, the left leg comes in towards you, and you lift your right elbow up to the outside of the left leg. And then you inhale back to the center. And breathing out, left leg goes away and right leg comes in towards you as you lean across the body with the left elbow. Inhaling back to the center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Just warming up, waking up the obliques. And the transverse abdominals. And then you're going to come to stillness and gently release your head down to the floor. Bend your knees and take your feet to the floor behind your bottom, feet hip distance apart and parallel. Arms are beside you with the palms facing down. Let's take a deep breath in. And breathing out, curling the pubic bone in towards your belly button, pressing gently down through your heels. Float your hips off the mat. We'll take a deep breath in at the top. And exhale and slowly let your spine gently drift back down to the earth. Inhaling at the bottom. And on the out breath, gently curling the pubic bone in towards you, pressing gently into the heels and floating the hips high. And maybe you'll take your hands, you'll clasp your fingers together, wriggle your shoulders in towards you, press your arms down, keep the hips high. Breathing deeply here. Feel down through your inner heel. Katrina, square your feet up a little bit. That's perfect. Breathe deeply into the belly, and as you breathe out, float the hips a little higher, send the knees a little bit away from you. That's nice. Jane and Tina, super. Take a deep breath in and gently breathe out and lower your back down to the earth. We're going to cross the right leg in front of the left leg, so the thighs are crossed. Pick your knees up off the floor towards you. Take your hands to your shins and slide your hands down your shins until you find your feet. And then you're going to gently draw those feet up towards your shoulders. In that direction, keeping the legs crossed and just stretching through your hips. If you like, take a lovely deep breath in and breathe something out with a sigh. And then you're going to keep the legs crossed and the feet off the floor, but just release your feet and slide your arms up at shoulder height with the palms facing up. Breathe in. And on the out breath, the knees are going to go over to the left and look gently over towards the right. And if you like, you could just take your left hand over to the outside of the right knee. If this twist feels too extreme for you, then you could uncross the legs and just have the knees together. Just gently and lovingly unwinding into our day. Working so kindly with the morning body. And then inhale and come gently back to the center. Place your left foot on the floor. Square your hips up and reach your right leg up towards the sky. And just take hold of the leg wherever feels comfy. Behind the knee, behind the thigh, perhaps behind the calf. And let your hip gently drop down to the floor. Reaching actively up into the bones and up towards the ceiling. And then gently drawing the flesh, the muscles down towards the floor. You can stay here if this is enough. If you want a little more, slide your left heel away from you down your mat. Push down through the lower back and lift your chest up towards your leg, and maybe point the toes now just for a little bit, just to change the work in the legs. Deep breath in. And breathing out, gently release. And we'll bend both knees. And this time we'll take the left leg and cross the left leg over. Thighs crossed. Hands come to our shins or our calves, and we slide down till we find the heels. And then we kind of just take the heels away from each other and draw them up towards our shoulders. Breathing into that lovely stretch. And then we'll release our legs. Slide the arms out at shoulder height, palms up. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, take the knees over to your right and look gently towards the left. And maybe your right hand will come to the outside of your knee. Again, if this is too much for you, then just uncross the legs and just have the knees beside each other, legs vaguely together. And then let's inhale and roll the knees back to the center. Take your right foot to the floor, square up your bottom with your spine and reach your left leg up towards the sky. And we'll work with the flexed foot to start with. Take your hands wherever you comfortably can. Take a few breaths here. And then let's slide the right leg gently away if you want to. Point our feet, press the lower back into the floor and lift your heart up towards your knee. Keep your neck free as you work here. And with an inhalation and with an exhalation as you work, really try and press that right foot down into the floor. Inhale and exhale and gently release. Good. Bring both legs together. Get your spine nice and straight and bring your arms beside your body with your palms facing down. When you're ready, you're going to inhale and just float your bottom off the mat and just come to a gentle shoulder stand. Maybe the legs at 45 degrees, elbows quite nice and close together. Pausing here, letting the body settle. And then if you can, beginning to work yourself more upright. Gently bending the knees down towards the forehead, taking a couple of breaths here. Hands to the mat and breathing out, gently lowering the bottom down to the floor. Bending our knees and taking the feet to the floor behind the bottom, feet hip distance apart and parallel. Arms beside the body, palms facing down. Take a deep breath in. Let's move into fish, Matsyasana. And as you exhale, curl the pubic bone in. Float the hips up high. One hand on top of the other hand under your shoulders. Sorry, not under your shoulders, under your bottom, arms long. And then exhale and lower your back down on top of your arms and slide your hands side by side. Extend your legs away from you, legs together. Inhale and sit up on your elbows and look at your feet. And exhale, lift your heart towards the sky and come back onto the crown of the head. And take lovely, buoyant, deep breaths up into the chest space. And then we'll inhale and look forward. And exhale, if you can, just come to sitting. Extend your legs away from you. And then inhale and reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale through into your fingertips. Inhale, stretch a little taller, look up. And as you exhale, slowly come forward over your legs. Take a strap around your feet or hold your feet. Now just wherever it is that you're holding, lean back and look up. Drop your shoulders away from your ears, free your neck. And then hollow the abdomen and exhale and drop your pubic bone forward. And just come forward without straining the neck at all. Breathe in and look up. And breathe out and gently release. Let's take Bandha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together. If you're tight in the hips, sit up on a cushion or a block. Press your heels lightly together and lift your heart. And drop your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale. Exhale, just soften through the groin. As you inhale, lift through your spine. As you exhale, lengthen into the knees, into the crown. Sit a little deeper into the earth. Lovely work through your spine, Alice. That's beautiful. Deep breath in. And breathing out, gently drop your pubic bone forward, keeping the heart space open. Midsummer is a time of great Sukha, of great joy, energetic Shringara rasa, delight. Let that be reflected in how open your chest is. Three more slow breaths here. Not forcing or straining, just curiously exploring. Finding where your edge is. And feeling how that changes, how that moves. Let's inhale and look up. And exhale and gently release. And bring yourself to a comfortable seated position, sitting upon a cushion or a block if you choose. Take your hands and bring the first finger and the thumb gently to touch and extend the other three fingers away. Bring your sitting posture to a place of steadiness. Sathira. Sathiram Sukham Asanam. The posture needs to be steady for us to access the joy within. Take a deep breath in and let go with a soft sigh. And then let go of the control of the breath. Let go of certainty. The opposite isn't uncertainty. It's openness, curiosity, and a willingness to embrace paradox rather than choose sides. Because the ultimate challenge is to accept ourselves exactly as we are, but never stop trying to grow and learn. Take a long, slow, deep breath in and out of your body. Gently opening the eyes. Breathing in and reaching the arms slowly towards the sky. Breathing out into our fingertips. Inhale, reach taller still. And let's draw the Sukha, the joy, the delight of the season down into our thoughts, into our words, and find it already in our hearts. And give yourself a little bow. Thank you very much.